Shorten the breeding season. Producers need to give consideration to shortening their breeding season, reducing it from 12 months out of the year to 90 days or less. There are a number of advantages to having this short breeding season. You have a much more uniform calf crop. It simplifies management tremendously because all of the management practices can be done at one time rather than having to, say, castrate or whatever and do a group now and then come back sometime a little bit later on. And many times the management just simply doesn't get done. Also, when we get the breeding season shortened, we find that it's much easier to identify those slow or non-breeders in the herd, and we can get those animals moved out of the herd. Another big advantage for having that short breeding season is that it improves our ability to market the calves. We have a much more uniform calf crop. Consequently, we can sell those animals in groups and get more dollars from those animals. With anything, there are some disadvantages to doing this particular thing. One is that we will have to have a lot where we can put that bull during the time that we're not breeding the cows. Generally, it doesn't take a tremendous strength in the lot. If we'll just have a good fence, maybe a hot wire on the inside of it. And many times if we'll put a bred cow in with that bull so he has company, he'll be a lot easier to keep in place. The other thing that many producers cite as a big disadvantage in going to a short calving season is simply the process of getting from a 365-day calving down to 90 days. This can be done, but again, it does take some determination and some effort. If we're looking at reducing that breeding season down to an April through June, which would have the calves coming January through March, we can get the program put together so that we are reducing that in about a 3-year period of time. The first year, what we need to do is delay putting that bull in till January the 1st and then take that bull out about August the 15th. What we don't want to do is just simply go from 365 to 90 because we'll have a number of cows that don't get bred. Consequently, we have no calves and it becomes a financial burden. What we're trying to do is just move some of the cows a little bit each year so that we are getting down to that short breeding season and then not having severe financial losses as we go through that process. The second year in a program like this, if we'll delay putting the bull in until February the 1st and then pull the bull out on the 1st of August. The third year, we'd be putting the bull in on March the 1st and pulling him out on July the 15th. As you see, we're cutting a little bit of time off that breeding season at each end. By year 4, we will be putting the bull in on April the 1st and taking him out on July the 1st. We may have a few animals that cows that simply don't move to this, and those animals will have to be culled. Others we can hold them a little while and then get them to where they'll breed into this particular breeding and calving season. But it does have a lot of advantages for producers in getting that breeding and calving season down to where it's relatively short. I know a number of producers that have dropped down to 60 days, and they say that is really beneficial because they have so much more uniform calf crop and it helps them a lot with the marketing. So as we say, we can gain a lot of dividends by shortening that calving season. We just need to make the effort to get that accomplished. If you'd like more information on shortening the calving season or any other information regarding beef cattle production, just contact your local extension agent.